growing up, I guess I was sort of a ham, you know. I was like always kind of crazy, and I always liked entertainment, and I always liked singing, and just kind of joking around. My teacher either said I was going to be a hoodlum or a great entertainer.
I wanted to be on the stage where bright lights shine on me at Carnegie.
I was in Canada, avoiding the draft, running away from the military. And I was sitting there, and I was underage anyways. They just wanted to get me, send me over there to Vietnam. I was sitting around a restaurant, and I had just left Buffalo, I just left New York. And this friend of mine was saying, he says, yeah, you're running away from the service, you can't be up here, you gotta have another name. And this girl who was a singer in Canada, her name was Shirley Matthews. And she had a record called Big Town Boy. And I met her, she was there. She says, I got a cousin named Ricky Matthews. Why don't you call yourself Ricky Matthews? So I said Ricky, and I put my middle name James Matthews. And that's when I had the band. It was Neil Young, and me and Neil Young, and a couple guys who were Steppenwolf and stuff. And so it was Ricky James Matthews. And later on, I just changed it to Rick James.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rick James and the Stone City Band.
I really didn't feel the need too much for school, I mean, not that I was a dumb person, but maybe I just rebelled against being taught because I thought I was going to be a musician, and that was that.
Then as I got older, I was going to African culture school. I learned Swahili and about my African heritage. So I was very aware. I was more aware of things than most young black kids of my race. A lot of brothers, would try to debate me with things, and they couldn't stand, because I was just so aware. I mean, they didn't know anything about the Moors. They didn't know anything about W.B. Du Bois and Maya Angelou and I mean, they just went down on their culture. So, I mean, they weren't taught that in high school. They certainly didn't take it on their own. All they were down on revolution, And I was very, very proud. Very angry inside, but very proud. I was pissed off. I was pissed off at America too, but I knew the reasons why. I could tell you our inventions, and I could tell you what we've done, and I could tell you how we spread, and I could tell you where the Indian came from, the walkabout, and I could tell you all that shit, And I was also very knowledgeable musically now, because Canada had really opened me up to blues and jazz more, and a lot of things, And I was very strong, very relaxed and comfortable about skin, about who I was.
And it's very important for one to realize its roots, and to realize if he doesn't like that situation, to change it, but realizing also that it can't change by itself, and it takes ambition.
Some people say it's hard to imagine Neil Young and Rick James together, but really when you think about it, it's not. Because I was singing in those days, and I really wasn't playing guitar or anything. I was kind of playing a little harmonica and a little bit of acoustic guitar. And Neil was into very melodic chords, real pretty kind of chords, and I would write kind of R&B lyrics over these chords. So really it was a very interesting combination, If you listen to the stuff today, it's still credible, I mean, there's still some credibility in the music, even now. And that was done in like the 60s, and me and Neil did this.